So I literally was on the forums this week, of all fucking things.
God rest your merry soul.
And I realized why I don't go there very often. Like,
that happens to me every time I go too.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the first one is somebody. Let's see, what was this crazy? You know, what do you call it? The headline, the topic. What do you label a forum post? It's a topic.
Subject title.
Is that what it is? Subject title.
Thread title. Subject. I don't know if it's subject or title.
It's trash
CC?
fire.
No, we're talking about just the top part, my man.
Yeah, trash fire.
The web address.
A little lower than that.
The hyperspace URL.
But somebody posted, and it is super pissed off that the new mining ship is a medium, and it's not because it's not. It's not know anything yet. It's not because it's a mining ship, or it's not because they had said there would be no miners. Medium ships, and again, remember they kind of said that in the past. That
they
was
were
kind of
done with the
sort
mediums
of,
or something. Yeah.
This guy's subject line was, "Why is it always medium?" Okay, there's been if you count this
right after a large comes out.
Right after a large came out, and there's a small. So of the 6 new ships, 2 have not been medium. So he doesn't know what always means to begin with, but he just wants more large ships. And then a discussion starts with people about the fact that larges are the best ships and all this, and it just makes my head hurt because they just don't know what they're talking about. And these are the same people. These are the same people that'll complain about power creep. And the only place the power creep really matters is with large ships, because large ship combat is the most powerful ship is going to win. It's not pilot skill. It's not skill in the game, maybe a little pit management. But at the end of the day, large ships are the least skilled ship there is. You're not avoiding fire at all. So that annoyed me. And then as I said, there's a thread in there with over 1,000 responses on whether the new buying stuff is pay to win. So I think we're going to talk about that too at some point.
Oh my goodness!
You should post a thread about how that other thread annoyed you. See how it goes.
I do not post on the internet other than our Discord. I do not post on Facebook. I do not post on the IHOP. I don't post on eBay. I don't.
The IHOP? The International House of Pancakes?
I definitely don't post on. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. But I sure as shit am not posting on the Frontier forums.
Now, let me tell you, my live journal has gone unupdated for a decade.
What's up? Maple syrup on that.
Chig doesn't post on IHOP.
The problem with posting online at any time is the person you're responding to, you don't know if they're a troll or if they are genuinely stupid. And if you start arguing, there's a good chance you're just getting in the mud with, a full-blown mentally handicapped person, and just let it go.
Chig, what you just described as the worst part of the internet is exactly the reason that I want to log onto the internet.
And I understand that. And that's why I hate you.
Oh, I drink it like milk and honey.
You are the problem.
I know.
The problem.
I don't deny it, but for God's sake, I'm going to keep showing up.
Notice I didn't even mention Reddit, because it drives me crazy. Because, like they say, if you want to find the real solution to something, offer the wrong solution to somebody else, and everybody will come in with solutions for you. But if you just ask for help, you're gonna get wrong answers. So at the end of the day, what happens is with Reddit and stuff, or even the forums, somebody will ask a question like, what's the best ship for exploring, and then everybody comes in with their opinions, and they come in with so many wrong opinions all the time, and objectively wrong, not opinions, objectively wrong facts they'll throw out there. And it drives me nuts. So I can't, if I take the time to start correcting everybody that's wrong, I'll never get off the internet. So I just shut up and I talk here.
Well, case in point for the new elite players, to learn the best discovery ship in this game, you get on Reddit and put, why is the Type 10 the best exploration ship in the game?
Yep.
And everyone will correct you with the actual answer.
Yep. And it'll involve the longest jump range, because that's the only thing that's important for an explorer.
It's the only thing that comes up.
The only thing that matters. Is jump range. Period. Everything else is wrong. So
Well, everybody, it is the 7th of August. in the year 2025.
2511
in space.
69.
And I'm Commander Jantrax. I'm back. And it's the Loose Screws podcast.
You go first. Talk about the move.
I could probably do a tight hour on the move and all the things that happened. Like I still have some of my stuff in boxes. I kind of decided that I wasn't going to talk about it. Because it's like whatever. We moved. We are mostly unpacked. I still have odds and ends going, but it's been a struggle to get my studio rebuilt and get back to work. And I'm barely keeping my head above water by making my deadlines. But we're turning a corner this weekend. We plan to have every box unpacked by the end of this weekend. So that's going to be the extent of the story time.
You better, or forever they will stay packed.
Yeah.
You have 2 weeks
they're all
after
out
moving
in the way.
somewhere. Yeah. Make them so you can have to trip over them.
Basically, that's what I've done.
Yeah.
My room down here looks like a disaster. So I
Cool.
gotta fix it up. But
So you moved.
I moved, and just last night or the night before, I can't remember. I think it was the night before. Got a computer together and actually popped into the game, and because nothing.
What'd you do?
Right?
What'd you do?
Nothing interesting happened. I wanted to get in on this here CG because I didn't want to miss out on. I didn't want to miss out on some unique cargo racks that came out for all ships right after the ship that is uniquely able to load unique cargo racks.
Loves me a nice rack, especially if one's bigger than the other. Wait, what?
So Panther Clipper comes out. It's the only ship that can load this new rack module. And then they immediately release a new rack module that other ships can load. Okay, anyway. A subtle head shake to that, I guess, is the appropriate calibration of response. Why what?
Why a subtle head shake?
Well, I think it's pretty fucking weird to make a ship and be like, and it has these modules, and it's the only ship that can load this module, and then immediately create a module that the other ships can load. It's like, okay.
Wait, are you anticipating when the Type 11 Prospector comes out with a unique new module that they might have a CG that comes out with another unique module?
A mining device that only the Type 11 can load. Fully expect 1 to 2 weeks later to have a different new mining device that the other ships can load. That's like, I don't know, 75% as good as the one that the Type 11 can load. All right. Anyway, we'll see if that happens. But no, I did. I hopped into game. I wanted to get in on this. I am not a hauler, and I am not going to pay money for the Panther Clipper. That's not my style of ship. But
why? Are the best ships.
The larges are the best ships. Not my favorite ship. All my larges I have mothballed. But anyway, so I did it a different way, and I pirated people. And I made a few new friends.
Ganked. The word is ganked.
I ganked no one. If anyone in the audience, no, I didn't gank that guy. I didn't gank that guy.
After 7 years in Elite, I know if you use an interdictor, you're a ganker.
Yeah, ganking means killing without cause or anything like that. And I didn't do. Yes, it does. And I didn't do any of that. I pulled people over. I'm actually a very inexperienced pirate. So the first person I pulled over, I pulled him out, and then I demanded in chat 60. I only have room for 64. So I demanded 64. I mean, that's a tiny dent in whatever the Panther Clipper was carrying, right? So this is no big deal. But they just immediately left. I said, oh, okay, never mind. I have to do this a different way. So then I pulled, I actually got the same guy. I pulled the same person over, and this time I blasted their frameshift drive. Which only took a couple of shots because I'm loaded for effectiveness in my Corsair, which is a fantastic pirate ship. And then once they were dead in the water, then I demanded 64 units. Now this guy, I just hovered there. I flew around in front of him. and just looked through the window and flashed my lights, demanded 64 tons of cargo a couple of times. And I waited about a minute, and then they just started shooting. And I said, "Oh," and they had like fully loaded, like engineered guns. It was actually doing some damage. So I waited about as long as I could. I waited till my shields were down to about 20%, and I was like, "Okay, all right. I guess instead of losing 64, you'd like to lose the whole thing." And so I blew them away.
Wow.
Like, only took a couple of, I mean, these paper thin, these Panther Clippers are just paper airplanes. But anyway, but I did it a few more times, and I got some result after that. The next people I used some hatch breakers to get some going, and then after a while, one guy actually did the right thing and let a bunch of cargo go, and yeah, and then one of them was a brand new player, like a mostly harmless rank, and clearly didn't know what to do. So I took the cargo that he dumped, and then I hung around and talked to him in chat. Well, he never said anything back to me, but I explained to him how to reboot the ship so his frameshift drive would come back online and he could get to the station. Took him almost 10 full minutes to either figure it out on his own or look at my instructions and do it, and then left. But yeah, I only killed the one guy who decided firing on me was the right move. But actually, that mostly harmless player did shoot me too, but clearly only had like the unengineered pulse lasers that come on a raw Panther Clipper, and they were doing absolutely no damage whatsoever. And so I just said, "What are you gonna do with those?" And just waited. And eventually, yeah, he dropped the cargo, and I showed him how to reboot the ship, and off they went. So yeah, I put in my 64 tons of cargo, and I am a participant in the CG through piracy exclusively. But there are other people out there just killing for no reason and stuff like that. That's ganking. Like, if you don't ask for cargo, if you're just there to shoot people because you think it's fun, that's what ganking is, and whatever. I'm not going to tell people they're not allowed to do that, but it's a bummer. It's a bummer
folks,
when people do that.
Just go ahead and block JN tracks, and his kids will go hungry from this point on.
Hey, I'm definitely not doing this unless there's a good reason for me to do it. I don't go system. This isn't actually my favorite gameplay. I just did it because there was this CG going on. But now they've toggled on combat, so I'm switching back into that mode here. Although I don't really have to change anything about my ship. I did put a point defense on here though, because now that the people who are actually ganking are using
ground bombs,
seeker containment missiles instead of just regular ground bombs. I do want a point defense on for that purpose. So that's what I've done.
Well, it sounds like you take issue with my definition of ganking, which is any form of gameplay,
anything you don't like.
Any form of gameplay that I don't like.
Yeah, that's a wrong definition.
Exploring, I hate that shit. Ganking, you ganker.
You make a fair point. Okay.
So you using a docking computer makes you a ganker to me.
Then I'll gank all day, baby. Oh, love that thing.
As long as you admit it.
I love that thing.
Anyway, that's my story.
You go next, Chig. Chig, I know firsthand you had some fun in game. So why don't you talk about what you did? Oh yeah, you did. Why don't you talk about what you did?
I've played a lot of Elite Dangerous like the last week. Which part of what I did?
Remember we discovered the new meta, the new wing.
Oh yes, that was a lot of fun. Okay, so this will be a combined. We'll make this a Panther Clipper review. How's that? We'll throw that into the mix here. I got the Panther Clipper. You all know how much I love.
Oh, I forgot to introduce everybody, but whatever. People know the voices, right?
I'm Chig. Then there's Oblivious over there. Then there's Ping the Bagpiper.
Hi guys. I'm a short-term Discord person. Hello.
Audaxius and Oblivious and Chig and Jan Trax. Okay, go ahead.
That's us. All right. So you know how much I love hauling. You know, I absolutely hate it. So I think I explained last week when I was not going to buy the Panther Clipper because I don't need a hauling ship. But hauling is sometimes a necessary evil. So they put out these new cargo racks, and the easiest way to get them would be to own a Panther Clipper. So I wanted to make sure I get the cargo rack, so I just bought.
You want to make sure you got
Clipper.
two.
Yes, the two sets, just in case. Because if you're ever going to have to do something, I want to do it in the least number of runs possible so I don't have to haul much cargo. Then I proceeded to haul 32,000 tons in this CG, into the upper 20%.
That is peak Chig.
But I did
maximum Chig.
I did it for a reason. This Panther Clipper has 10 hard points. And I'm like, there's people ganking people all over the place and pirating. I'll get to that too. So I took the Panther Clipper and I threw 10 pulse lasers with scramble spectrum on them. That's where you make people's stuff start malfunctioning and stuff. And this thing can easily fire all 10 pulse lasers for a fair amount of time, and it does strip shields pretty good. So over the course of that, then, I'd have somebody pull me, ask for 75 tons. Nope. Proceed to blow them up or chase them off, and do that. And then one night, then what's his name? John Chorus. There was a guy in system here. He was in, what was his ship? The Mandalay. So
Mandalay.
he's in like that new best explorer in the game. I know I said you don't talk best, but you could arguably say
Mandalay is
it's
the best,
explorer.
and not just for jump range. It happens to be the best at that too, but there's a lot of other reasons it's the best.
Yes. So the Mandalay, I was in the Panther Clipper, the big fat Panther Clipper, so the best hauler in the game. And then Adaxius here was there in a small ship. So we had a small ship, an explorer, and a cargo ship.
The Cobra Mark V.
Yes, Cobra Mark V. And we just blew up. I don't know how many we blew up. And we just kept having fun pulling gankers. I was kind of the bait. And those guys would jump in, and
unstoppable.
It was. It was ridiculous. We were chasing people out for blowing them up pretty nastily. It was. A
no
lot
one
of fun.
expects the Cobra Mark V with 3 plasma chargers.
Yeah.
So they think they're rolling into like the 3 amigos, hokey pokey crew, and they just get hammered.
Yeah, we were doing some damage, and this John Chorus, he's cool. He's been in the system, just asking people in chat. He'll pull you, then he'll ask if you want an escort, and just random players.
That's fun.
He ganks people by helping them. It's wild.
It's yeah, exactly. Weirdest ganker on the planet.
Weirdest ganker ever.
So far, I have hauled in the Panther Clipper. I have done quite a bit of combat in the Panther Clipper, and then I decided, this might be the best laser miner in the game too, because of the cargo hold and all the lasers. And it's fucking trash. That the view screen out of that narrow view you have to turn so much to be looking for asteroids as you're sending out your Prospector and lipids and stuff, that all of a sudden, you're like flying. It's like, am I flying by an asteroid? And you kind of tilt down. It's like, oh yeah, there's some right there, a lot closer to me that you didn't even realize were there. It's really like putting blinders on yourself as you're mining. So I definitely would use a lesser cargo. I still think like the Type 10 or the Python, if you want to go a medium ship, or the Corsair is good at fucking everything. Anything like that, it would be more enjoyable. That yes, you could mine 1,200 tons or whatever of ore in one outing, so you can go out and mine for 8 hours if you so choose. But you're not.
This is probably a great time to be giving people mining ship advice, right?
Right now, yeah. This would be a good time with the recent announcement. Was that before that? Yeah, that was before last week's show. We did talk about that last week.
Yeah, they teased it. Well, I guess it was just still shots right on the show there.
Yes. And us talking about still shots when people might be listening to it in their car, which is always interesting. But so there was all of that I did. And then I'm doing Alec Turner's Drakkar Challenge, which is an SRV race. He has false advertising. He says it's a 250 kilometer race. It's actually 260. So he's a dirty liar. Second, Baromir talked me into this. So I hate him also. This course takes, for the guys that are ridiculous at SRV driving, Alec did it in under an hour, which is just fucking insane. My first full run took me 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours of constant moving to where like my shoulders were tired from the sticks because it is a time trial. And this race is Sunday. There's like 30 people signed up. All these SRVs are going to try to instance, blah, blah, blah. But last night,
so wait, it's a time trial or it's live?
It's a race. It's a flat race, but the times are what are going to determine the rankings. So
but you're going to do it all at once.
Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're all lining up together. Yeah, not
right,
how normally the buckyball races, you submit your runs. This is we're all running at the same time. And if you blow up during the run, that's a DNF and you're just disqualified.
Right.
So really, it's going to be more of an endurance race. It's kind of a
it's interesting
kind of thing.
Yeah, like the people with a great time. It's like, this is your well developed and well practiced plan is about to meet a punch to the face, right?
Well, 100%. Well, that's I'm not good at SRV, but I've spent a lot of time. You get to Elite 5 and plant gunning. You've spent a lot of time in the SRV,
right?
But I've never really tried to go as fast as possible. I've done the fliving, and I've gotten over 50 before. But now in practicing this, I've got over 100 meters per not over 100, over 80 I've gotten a couple times. I'm pretty good at getting over 50, 60 now, but when I go that fast, my odds of crashing and blowing up when I land, if I hit a rock or do something bad, goes way through the roof. So I just try to keep it under 50 if I can, or right around 50. And those that don't know, an SRV just on flat ground is about 35 meters per second. So once you start fliving, using the, leaning way forward, like aiming almost straight at the ground with it and doing the boost rockets, you can get some pretty good speed going, but then you have to land properly or you're just screwed. And it is a skill that I don't think I want to learn or get better at, but I've committed to this now and I'm going to do it on Sunday. And we'll see. I just hope I finish. So there's that. Yeah, I think that's all I did in game. Oh yeah, and then there's a new CG out today, the bounty hunting one that Trax mentioned. So when I got home from work, I hopped in my Cobra 5 and went, and I've got 6 million so far, so I'm in the upper 50% right now, and I'll keep killing shit. But some Elite 5 dude tried ganking me in there, and the Cobra 5 is just indestructible. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Python 2. Better luck next time. So
you got to bring a faster ship.
All I've got.
You're just too fast.
And the profile of it and everything else, especially with, all these Pythons, they love their frags and stuff. Do. And you just, in a Python or in a Cobra, just keep your nose pointed towards them, get just a little bit of distance. You don't even have to get a ton of distance, and they're not really doing shit for damage to you.
Right.
Slicing right through it.
You watch them all fly around you, and it's kind of scary, but you're not getting hit by much.
Yeah.
So that's my life. Let's let Oblivious go next, so we can have Adaxius go last because he's the fan favorite.
Well,
right.
in game, I haven't done anything because I've been on the road for the last 2 weeks. Went up drove from Georgia up to Michigan and explored the east coast of Lake Michigan, from about New Haven all the way up to the tip of Grand Traverse Point, and there was a lot of hiking and sand dunes all over the place there, and running some dune buggies on the sand dunes. It was a lot of fun. Best part of it was I met my son. My wife and I met my son up there, who's we haven't seen in over a year. He's back from his deployment, so it was good to see him. And let's see, we stopped at a Waffle House to have breakfast, and somebody had carved in the table, "Chig was here."
Huh. Ain't that funny?
Yeah, and let's see, and the first time I've flown was like maybe an hour ago, and went out to Dakar in the Mandalay, and I flew the route between the 2 points, and of course that goes 4 or 5 times faster than the fastest SRV, and I was like halfway through it and going, damn, this is taking too long.
Yeah, manually, you're talking 10, 15 times faster.
So yeah, I'm going to run that race as well, and I'm not even sure I'm going to practice for it. I think I'm just going to show up in true form to my commander name and just go at it and see if I can get the longest run time in that race. So
LRT.
yeah, we're going to, I think, get like, I don't know, a third of the way into it and just then type in chat, be right back.
Taxi style.
There we go.
You've learned well, apprentice.
There we go. So Daxi, what have you been up to?
I'll tell you the tale of my time in the CG, because I've been out for a spell. So because I have no imagination, I have the max cargo cutter like everybody else used to have to. And I'm doing runs in the CG. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get top 75%. But I have learned from Burns in the past that you cannot get top 75% and then check out, because that number, the bottom threshold, is going to creep up and up and up and up and up. And I've been knocked out before. So I'm doing cargo runs and I'm seeing all these Panther Clippers. I went to a Coriolis station in open. At one point, every ship on my contact panel that was not me was a Panther Clipper. And I sat on the landing pad and I looked at my ARCS balance. I looked back at the landing pad and I logged out and I bought the Panther Clipper.
Did you send me an invite, Trax, that I just ignored?
I did. You
Okay.
ignored it.
I don't regret it. And I was like, this is the definition of power creep. And I am so here for it. I did all my runs in open because that's the spirit of the game. I got blowed up twice. I saw this infamous exploit Anaconda guy got me that way.
Oh,
so
yeah.
hopefully they sort that out. But I think I'm very firmly top 75% and don't need to do any more. Had a hell of a ton of fun with Chig, being his fighter escort that he sorely needed. And you're welcome. You're welcome again for all the protection that the Cobra Mark V provides. It's like chaff for the mind, because they become so confused by you attempting PvP. These gankers just have no imagination, right? They're like, why is he in a meta FDL like I am? Well, what does he know that I don't? And they just get confused, they lose their edge, and then you pop them. So, it's a great strategy. So try it out. So the Plasma Charger Cobra Mark V is a sleeper hit. So I am now one of the insufferable, as if I couldn't get any more insufferable, I now have the Panther Clipper Owners Club decal on my ship. And I'm going to proudly flaunt that around until the next power creep ship comes out. But yeah, and I didn't watch the Frontier Unlocked. I was busy that day. So
well, you're missing it.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. You should learn about the new power creep that's about to touch on mining.
Crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm sure they had interesting things to say, but sorry, I was just too busy that day.
I just
Power
don't
creep I'm
understand
fine
that.
with. The pay to win
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the decal. Owners Club. I mean, you're
Oh, it's
flying
like a
the
picture
damn
that you
thing.
put on your ship.
I mean, yeah. It's like
I think
you're
you can put
flying
it on any.
Yeah, of course you own it.
No, throw it on your Corsair.
It should just say like excess disposable income club or something, just to be honest.
I want one that
Let's be
says
real.
my other ship is a Cobra Mark V.
Oh yeah, hop in the Cobra Mark V after flying the Clipper for a little bit. Yeah.
Or was that somebody posted in general a little while ago? They said the best part of the Panther is hopping into his Cobra.
Yeah, it does capture the feel though of like just a big hulking mass. But I'm so happy that it wasn't just a less maneuverable like Type 9 or Cutter. It certainly. It can move, but you feel what the weight behind you in the cockpit. So they did a good job.
It is impressive.
That's been the weeks at Dax.
Sweet.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right.
One more. Oblivious. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Didn't he
wait,
actually?
he already went. He already went.
You kind of
blanked out there, didn't you?
Chaff, like I said, I
Chaff
talked
for the
about
mind.
the Cobra with plasma charges, and it was Chaff for the mind.
Hey, and wait a minute. You said that my initials were at a Waffle House.
And
Is that because I don't post at IHOP?
after all that ganking
exactly right.
after all that ganking Trax did all week, he was in that zone, and we just got him.
I was unprepared. I was unprepared.
What?
Nice.
Why can't I hit him? Anyway,
what do we do now? Is there
we
does somebody want to talk about how there's no I'm not even try the robot that plays sound effects anymore. Do you guys even try that anymore?
We haven't, and it hasn't worked. So
I'm a really big fan of how night vision looks now. I love that they decided to anti-alias it all of a sudden after how many 3 years or whatever since Odyssey.
Magical.
Hold on, I got a slight bone to pick with a certain JN Trax here, and I might be mistaken, but I almost distinctly remember you talking about night vision and it being unfixable because of the order that it gets rendered when a frame is generated, and I'm at the edge of my understanding here.
Well, they fixed that.
Yeah, so I would never have said that it's unfixable.
I swear there was a diatribe about like they can't fix it. It just sucks. I swear.
Look, it was within the anti-aliasing pipe, or it was in the right spot in the Horizons engine, and whatever they changed included making a night vision not included in anti-aliasing in the Odyssey engine, the 4.0 engine. What I might have been saying was people trying to say that certain settings within the game's detail settings could fix it, which was not possible, nor could any driver forcing do it.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Okay,
so
I'm going to save it actually here. We'll rewind. He said, what you said was, and I may be wrong here. Yes, you were.
You were.
Just dunk.
I mean, and it was a guess anyway. I mean, it was a pretty educated guess as to why the anti-aliasing would affect many things in the game. Like, you remember it previously didn't affect orbit lines. Yeah. And then there was a big orbit lines fix. Well, now they've done that essentially seemingly to night vision.
It looks so good. And I noticed it because I turned it on looking at a Coriolis station and was like, oh my God.
The detail.
The detail.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy, because I've been flying railguns so much, you use night vision a lot more with railguns because you need that very, very distant, clear, distinct picture. And so now instead of shooting at like 10 blocky pixels, I'm shooting at the actual shape of a Viper very far away, you know?
I've been shooting at Tetris pieces for weeks.
I mean, I kind of, railguns, I kind of cheat. I just use the, when you got a subsystem target, you have the little red square.
The little red square,
what I would aim at, but it is nice to see something in that red square when you're a ways away now.
Right. Yeah, it's nicer. Plus you can see like if you're, you have some cheat, like you can miss your module and still contact the ship, and
for sure.
Anyway, yeah, I'll put the red dot. Sure. Although on a Viper, it pretty much covers the whole ship at this range. I'm realizing.
You see me miss just wide.
I did. I saw you just totally whiffed that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what happens now? Do we talk about the squad or whatever?
Well, now
the BGS is still broken.
About the BGS being broken.
Okay, that part's done. Now what are we talking about?
That's done.
Okay.
Well, we can say that this week's squad update has been delayed till sometime in late August, just like, it happens to match Frontier's delay of the SquadVanDronGuards update.
Okay, that makes sense.
But check the standing orders every once in a while, because you never know when something interesting might pop up. And that's the squad update. Somebody wake up, Chig.
Yeah, what?
Chig, wake up. We're getting on the power play. I have a power play story.
It's
let-
average. All right, go.
Let me spin you a tale.
Oh,
It's
boy.
the oldest tale of mankind. It's a tale of false ambition,
There's a
pride,
tale of about average length.
pride that comes before a fall, of conflict, of woe, and the ping heard round the world.
Oh God.
So it's often,
I sort of half read this when it happened.
often in the case of human conflict, it's that there's this building tension and it reaches a point, a flashpoint moment. This is the Revolutionary War, the shot at the bridge at, wherever the hell it was, Arlington, whatever. The Pearl Harbor, right? There's these tipping points. And in Serious Gov, now for the listener who doesn't know, we as a squadron are associated with Power Play with Lee Yong-ri. This is a relationship purely of convenience and geography. Lee Yong-ri and Serious Gov are this bunch of stuffy corporate bureaucrat brats. And
the word
buddies.
he sort of didn't want to say was brats.
We at Loose Screws are the swarthy ragtag band of vagabond mercenaries.
What is swarthy? I don't even know what that word is.
Swarthy. It's like
Swarthy?
I don't know, like a 12-year-old, like a 12-year-old that has a mustache. I don't know.
You're far more swarmy than swarthy.
I like that we're the 12-year-old with the mustache for some reason.
No, we are.
That sounds rather bratty.
We are this kind of rough around the edge gaggle of miscreants that Serious Gov has the simultaneous fortune and misfortune of associating with. So Serious Gov has, I think this Discord's up to like 2,000-ish members, a lot of different Lee Yong-ri groups that all kind of coalesce there for general direction of where the power's heading. This guy that is not Serious Gov, through a mysterious chain of events, had somewhat administrator privileges in the Discord. And out of nowhere, I think at like 4 a.m. one morning, decides to hit the DEFCON 5 nuclear war switch of Discord, the dreaded, the infamous at everyone ping.
In the Serious Gov Discord.
In the Serious Gov Discord, they fire off an at everyone ping declaring that the system Papantia is going to be taken by the Zemina Torvalv power group, and that everyone in Lee Yong-ri should stay away and let that war be won by Torval. And you bet that went over about as good as a pregnant pole vaulter. This ping everyone wakes up to and is immediately, upon greeting the daylight, being told by some no one from some other power how they should act in game. It started World War VII. Papantia, which was on no one's radar, was immediately priority 1. We were going to wipe the name of Zemina Torval from the face of that system for all time. And you bet your ass here on Thursday after the tick has come, you go in the galaxy map and you look at Papantia, and that shit is now Lee. It is now Popontia. It is now, you bet your ass, Lee Yong-ri. And it will stay that way for all time.
There it is. Not too far away.
One of my favorite it's my favorite conflict since Bumber, the Great War in Bumber.
Then that guy came into
loved it.
And
he came into our Discord. This is the part that I saw.
Handlers.
He tried, and my God, man, once you've dug yourself in a pit, just stop digging. Just stop digging.
When the guy comes to our Discord, I'm thinking that this is somehow some actual Serious Gov sanctioned thing, and they realized that we in Loose Screws who publicly and loudly don't follow directions weren't following the direction, and they were coming to admonish us. So I didn't understand what happened at all.
I have never been more proud of Serious Gov. I went in there and he tried to be like, well, I was like, dude, if anyone's going to talk shit about Serious Gov, it's me. So first off, shut your mouth.
You're like, get off my jock.
You get off my soapbox. That's my point. I said, second, Right now, I have never been more proud of these stuffy corporate fucks in my life. I have. They got They got all thumbs up. They got three. They got. I was going to say 3 thumbs up. They got.
That's possible.
That's not a thumb.
Again, Chaff for the mind.
2 solid thumbs up. 2 solid thumbs up. 3 if you count the heart on. They got 5 out of 5 stars. They got 5 out of
raised
5
digits
stars from Daxi for that week. I will go back to slinging mud at them soon enough, but for now, God bless Serious Glove.
Oh, goodness.
It was so good. Yeah. And the control points at the end, she got smashed. We were up by like 30-40%.
Outstanding.
Not a Ice Cube's chance in hell. So that was the big play in Power Play last week, and God bless them.
That was really the solid Streisand effect going on for this poor guy.
It's the pride that comes before a fall. I love it.
I just found it super humorous when he's in there talking about how he's manipulating us and and we're not doing what our handlers want, and it's like, wait a minute, buddy. I actually was talking in Power Play channel, and I don't talk about anything. I'm just like, dude, you don't understand us at all. We don't have handlers, for one. Secondly, we just don't care. We just don't.
I'm like, I cannot articulate to you the satisfaction I will get that's unquantifiable that by beating you in this system. I don't care what your motivation is. I will enjoy myself more in this week than you probably will in a year. Oh, I love it. The meta game is the real game. So that's the Power Play update from good old Cycle 41.
How many
41
cycles now?
Still very spotty conflict zone population.
Yeah.
I'm still weekly running into systems that are in conflict and don't have any zones. I think I'll just start sending support tickets.
Yeah.
Fill up their support ticket with that.
The merit decay has led to the most number of systems in active conflict I have ever seen.
That's fantastic.
It's like 25% of the bubble, I swear, has wars in it.
Yeah. All around Minerva, I could see like 4.
Too bad they don't work.
I mean, occasionally some of them work, but I mean, I don't know. At this point, I mean it. I'm suggesting like go file a support ticket that just, because it's already it's confirmed on the issue tracker, and we're just getting radio silence on this 40 something weeks in. So just send them. If they get 100 support tickets whenever a system does this, they'll be overrun, right? I don't know. I feel like we're within our rights to.
Well, it took them how many years?
There's a clipper here.
Took them how many years to fix? Took them how many years to fix night vision? So let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Well, 3 because it wasn't broken before Odyssey.
Yep. Anyway, good things.
Yeah. So how about that? How about that pay to win, huh?
Yeah, I suppose we need to address the elephant in the room, huh?
I don't have a problem with early access ships. I don't have a problem with ships that have exclusive modules. I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with new kinds of mining. That'll be fun. I think that Type 11 remains to be seen if that's one I feel like going in for early access on. Probably not. But I do, I enjoyed core mining, that kind of stuff. And I'm imagining something very fun and cool like that, and I'll probably want to check it out. I don't know if it's going to be worth early access mining to me, but anyway. But the thing that's different, like early access is fine if it's the difference between you get one set of modules or 2 sets of modules, and you have a distinct advantage if you pay the cash. That's wrong. That's pay to win. That is actually wrong. And the solution, the only solution could be, you either, if you really want to run a CG, you've got to You can't do the top 75% thing, right? Unless it's after it's in full access, or you just decide that that's where the corporate line is, I guess, right? Which is probably what's going to happen, because I'm assuming, I mean, the most participation of any CG ever by like more than 30% or something.
No, almost 60%.
60%. What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. The most participated ever was about 23,000. This passed the 36,000 mark.
Wow. Okay. But and we don't know how many of those are Panther Clippers, right? Because people
Yes.
participate. I participated by harvesting 64 tons from other players in a Corsair, right? Squeezing them like so many lemons.
It would be hilarious if they published the number, but left out everyone who didn't have a Panther Clipper. So you see the CG has 20,000 Panther Clippers.
The thing is you can do it without a Panther Clipper, but right now to get in that top 75%, it's over 4,000. I think you need hauled at this point. It's probably close to over 5,000, which isn't a shit ton, but it's still
not terrible.
It's not a crazy amount. But the problem is, it doesn't matter if it's easy. It doesn't matter if it's easy to get or hard to get. That's actually totally irrelevant. The point is, it's easier to get if you pay the money. That's what pay to win means. Yeah. It doesn't mean you can't win without paying, right? It just means it's easier.
Well, that's the whole discussion with pay to win, because a lot of people say, well, how do you win something? It's really just something becoming easier in game is winning. But it's really a semantic argument. It's where you draw the line.
Miss out on. This is the thing that you will miss out on, and it's easier. It's time limited. You'll miss out on it, and it's easier to get if you pay the money. So, I mean, I think there are things that are a gradient. Like you can be upset about early access ships, but if they don't time limit a module that is, you know what I mean, then it doesn't matter, right? You're just waiting. If this same module for comes out later and there's a different way to get it, then they will have retconned this out of being pay to win, right? If this turns out to be a tech broker item. So like, this is fixable, but we just don't have any precedent for it. So right now it's pay to win, and if they're deciding that's where their corporate line is, then that's what it's going to be, I guess. And it's like, I don't know. You could decide how severe it is. In my opinion, I think those mechanics should be avoided. I think pay to win is wrong. It's something this game has never done until now, and remains to be seen, I guess, if they fix it. But it's not. I don't think it's up for debate whether this counts, because it's binary, not a gradient. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm repeating myself.
No, it's a great. Oh, sorry, Chig, go ahead.
I agree with you. The thing is it's how big of a deal is this one? And I mean, if it's at all a big a deal, they definitely lost some players by doing this. But the number of players that may have come back now that the Panther Clipper was added, and the number of Panther Clippers they're selling, they need to fund this game somehow. Does that make it okay? I don't know. It's a real slippery. Yeah. I hate slippery slope, but that's what it is. And now the next ship coming out is going to have a unique module and supposedly some new mining mechanic behind it, and that's going to be behind a paywall for a certain amount of time. And they're very vague. They're not even vague. They just don't tell us how long the paid period lasts. It's just kind of arbitrary. So we don't even know.
I'll tell you guys why I'm regrettably okay with it, because if the numbers can't lie, a cargo CG is more successful than the culmination of a 2-year narrative campaign. That says a lot about what motivates people to get in the game.
But is it because it's a cargo CG, or is it because of it's giving exclusive modules?
Right.
I mean, that's going to contribute. But I think it's that they invested in a kind of gameplay that resonated a lot more than Anti-Xeno did. So I think that
I don't think so. I think it's not that it resonated necessarily, but it's more easily accessible.
Yeah, and I know that the taste of Odyssey and the release is still in the community's mouth, even after all these years. I am suspecting I wouldn't anticipate more paid expansions in one lump sum like Odyssey was. I would expect these periods of pay to win to get the financial return out of the community in a steady drip instead of having a big paid expansion. So I'm only okay with it in the sense of like, Jesus, they got to keep the game funded and they could have canceled it 2 years ago. I don't like the period of time that's the dynamic, but I hate, oh God, am I capitulating on my morals here? If this is the price that has to be paid in game for the game to have longevity,
and not go subscription,
I hate, it's like, this is the you have to choose the path of like what's least disagreeable.
I don't buy it though. Like you've got we what signs we have. Wildly the highest participation in an ECG. That doesn't necessarily equal Panther Clipper sales, but clearly it's selling like crazy. Now there are some, at least some, like Chig, for example, who weren't planning on buying it and put up the money because of the pay to win FOMO, right? And so some people were converted. How many? I don't know, but they were selling plenty before, or they would have sold plenty otherwise. So what's the difference? What dollar value is that difference? We don't know. I can only guess. But this ship's more expensive than the other ships. None of these, that clearly wasn't a deterrent. Like if that's a deterrent for anybody who bought it or who decided not to buy it because they're like, oh man, it's like 30% more than all the ships that came before. I bet a very, very slim number.
That was me until I sat on that pad looking at the other ones.
Yeah, but it didn't. You're not a tick in that column, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think. I don't believe it was necessary. Like the game has what was it? Revenue was up 75% year over year.
I don't know.
That's what the financial report said.
Yeah.
And that's before Panther Clipper, the ship that everybody's been wanting since before the game was a game, right? So I just don't buy it. I don't think this was necessary. Chig, you said you saw the forum. You're a wartime correspondent who investigated the forum,
Oh God.
And we need to protect you so that you can spread our lies or whatever.
That's true. True.
So
danger.
There was a forum thread about pay to win, and it has how many pages?
Over 1,000 responses.
Responses.
You read them all, right?
No.
Oh well. What are you corresponding on?
That must be why your brain isn't moosh.
Next week,
we're like, Chig, how was your week?
Like, Chig, how was your week? I'm up to post 761.
56 pages
56.
is what this is.
God.
And I mean, to find another thread with as many, you can probably guess some of the topics that have more.
Consoles, Odyssey, when?
Ship interiors, when?
Ship interiors, when?
But I mean, a lot of those are
Raxlaware.
I mean, randomly funny or famous NPC names, but that thread's been going since 2017, has 1,000 responses.
Wow.
Ship interiors, when will they happen? That was from May 25th of 2024, has 3,000 responses in a year and a half.
Consoles.
Consoles when?
Exactly.
Consoles doesn't have many responses, don't lie.
But I mean, the pay to win discussion has been, a hot topic on the website thing, forums. I just ran into an asteroid.
So did this Viper. I blasted him and his drives went out, and then I watched him fly into an asteroid.
God, I've been in this community long enough, and I know how we tick. And it's like, what are we? Pay to win is this diffuse term that has everyone knows what we mean when we say it, even though it's hard to iron out the details. And it's the concern of like, at what point is this company going to start viewing us as like a cash cow instead of as a community? I'm like, that's what it can really boil down to. And I have to hope, because I've run through the ringer with other games, and I've always stuck with Elite the whole time, and I get little cycles in these other games, and I haven't really seen a company choose to be so consistent in the way that Frontier has. But we know the pressures of the modern economy. We see how other video game companies fall to this temptation. So I think like that's what people are saying is Frontier going to capitulate on that attitude to us that has made this community persist. So I get the concern. I just have a little bit of faith still. I have more faith in that. I've been pretty confident that Frontier understands what Elite is in its portfolio, and it understands the incalculable asset of like a reliable community that doesn't get jaded, doesn't check out, and is really sold for the long term. So I don't want a CG to throw off my faith in their trajectory just because this CG was tied to the capacity of the Panther Clipper. So that's
what were you outraged about a couple shows ago that was like your hard line in the sand? Was it power creep?
It was the decay, the PowerPoints.
I still hate it. I still hate it.
Okay,
that's the best thing.
I get it. I'm okay with pay to win. Weird.
Yep. No, I am okay with Frontier trying to create a model that gets reliable revenue that doesn't jeopardize the game. And I would have never said that when I started playing this game, but I've seen plenty of other games do that.
Like argue to me that it's necessary though. Like, you know, revenue's up 75% year over year. Before now, the ship was going to sell like crazy always. It costs more than the other ships, and it was still going to sell like crazy.
I'm going to take it a step.
Why is that necessary?
I'm going to take it a step back from necessary. And what I would say is, if not necessary, they God hand you a period of time of gameplay that the asset that you paid money for really feels like it's worth it. So it's kind of hammering home the value of the idea that early access is optional, but it feels really good for the short amount of time that it lasts. So I wouldn't say necessary, but I would say it financially is creating a lot of value for your buck.
Well,
so
it
not
seems
necessary,
like
but smart.
For that to work out, like I hope you're right. But I think for you to be right, they have to like do what I said. They have to fix it after the fact by throwing that crap into a tech broker. If these come out in a tech broker and I can get it for some material cost, even if it's high, like that's great.
Yeah,
no more pay to win.
I would bet that pretty comfortably that would be the fate of that, because they've kind of established that with like the cargo racks.
Coin toss on whether things actually. There's tons of stuff that still hasn't come to the tech brokers. The point defense that they just did a redo on never came to the tech broker still, but years later they did a redo, you know, and everybody was like, oh shit.
Well, right now I'm just not a fan of these exclusive modules if they don't eventually go to tech broker.
Right.
I think it's just ridiculous that we have to keep doing this. Well, you know, because like the new combat CZ, there's nothing you need to buy in order to participate in it to get these new railguns.
Right.
That they've got, but it's still, you know, I feel I need to get them. I mean, but
these railguns are a redo too.
Are they?
They existed previously for years ago. Yeah, it never
really
only a reward.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa!
I never remember
how
these.
long ago? How do you know?
There
that?
was definitely a high cap and long range railgun. I'm not sure if it had feedback on it,
because I thought this was the first reward that they've added. They've listened to the feedback and added an experimental, because that was a big criticism, was that you couldn't.
Let's see if we can Google this.
Well, I'm curious about that too. What you think about these?
You could probably search the forums. It's probably in there.
And that's another question: is are we going to be able to change that experimental on these?
Probably not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You can't do that on
Hard
any
no.
pre-engineered stuff, and the only one that you can do it on is the pre-engineered FSD, and that was only because of wild outcry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't even really need 3 of these then.
Yeah.
I only need 2.
Yeah, but Chig, you want it. You want
I wouldn't mind
Well,
3.
I'll-
2 is
I'll have
is,
them,
is
but-
needed. 3 is fine.
3 is a bit overkill.
Yeah.
Because of the feedback cascade. If you know we could change that experimental, that'd be nice.
Okay, so here from a forum post from June 2021, long range high cap with feedback cascade. Yep. So this is a
Wow.
redo. This is a redo of a module that had come out before.
Really? How long ago?
I missed it. 2021 summer.
Oh Jesus, yeah, I barely knew what a railgun was in summer of 2021. Okay, so this is a redo. Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think about? I know I've got pulled away from pay to win on, but what do you think about this as a module?
Well, I don't have one. It's pretty cool, but at the same time, I've gotten really used to using plasma slug railguns.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what you'd say.
Because and the reason is because I got used to putting premium in them, and the premium stays forever. So
Yeah.
I'm actually doing about 20% more damage than what this railgun will do, and its ammo lasts as long as my fuel does. And with my Corsair, I slap an extra size 6 fuel tank in here, and it lasts fucking forever.
Yeah, but you run a lot hotter by running plasma compared to having feedback or super pen. Because
it has the same. So feedback, cascade, super penetrator, and plasma slug all have the
they have the
benefit to
40%.
heat. Yep. That's why those are the 3 viable experimental effects on railguns. In fact, the only time you should ever use railguns is if it has one of those 3 effects on it, because otherwise the heat's insane. But I missed this when it came around before. I didn't go out for it.
Never put 3 railguns on an unengineered Imperial Eagle. That's a lesson I'll never forget.
These will be size 2s, which is also good because the size 1 railguns are sometimes. Well, I don't know. I have use for them. They're on my Cobra.
Yeah, my Cobra is 2 2s, 2 1s. Is that how that works?
You must have all heat sinks.
I do.
Yeah,
but
just for the weapons capacitor refill.
Well, exactly. You get
Only
that
heat
extra,
sinks.
and if you get the pace right, like when you're fighting Thargoids and you stagger, but with the heat sinks, you don't even have to do that. I fire all 4 at the same time most of the time. It just doesn't matter. But yeah, that is super nice. But for me, I'm used to the lower amount of ammo with the 4 heat sink launchers. I can just fire all 4 of these at a time, and I run out of railgun ammo at the same time I run out of heat sinks, usually pretty close. And then I just go rearm and I come back. So you give me twice the ammo, and then it's like, okay, now I'm going to have to rethink this a little bit, but I want them. But then again, also I'm going to have the 2 size 2s that are going to have twice the ammo of my size 1s, unless I don't know. It's gonna make it's just another interesting shipbuilding option. So I do like them, and I am. Everybody knows I'm just a railgun idiot. That's like all I use.
I mean, feedback is interesting. It has this obvious value, right? Of canceling cell banks. I just I don't have that because I'm using plasma, and I don't know. I just pour on a bunch of damage. I realize I'm probably not killing as fast because of this in certain cases. Really important for PvP, I guess, which I don't do all that much of. But anyway.
Yeah. I've questioned a lot of my thinking with PvP since switching to plasma chargers. There's a metric to just sheer maneuverability and damage output that engineering just doesn't have to come into the equation. Experimental effects don't really matter if they can't hit you.
True.
Yeah, well, the experimentals on plasma, it's different. Railguns are kind of a utility as much as a utility tool. As much as they are a damage weapon. Whereas plasma doesn't really have that. There's a couple of effects that sort of do some things with targeting and stuff like that, but you're not putting something on plasma that like reboots their shield generators. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing something like that. So it's kind of different.
What's the utility factor you're saying on rails? Just
because
range?
No, because of the being able to cancel shield cell banks, and then the other one, Super Penetrator, is it does. It penetrates all the way through the ship. Hit shots that penetrate, go all the way through the ship, and hit every module along the path and damage them all. So you can do a lot more module damage in certain cases. It's a little bit random. I kind of experimented with it for a while and sort of decided that it really wasn't worth it for me. But I'm also, once again, I'm comparing it to, are you guys shooting at each other?
What the fuck, Chig?
You've got a docking computer.
I've been spinning around for a minute.
Are we shooting his
wondering
docking
who's
computer?
shooting me.
That's my plan. But
right.
I got to get to his shield first.
God
And all I have is
damn it.
railguns. It takes a
I'll
while.
come help.
Every time I try to have fun.
Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. That's what I meant, I guess, by utility,
blah, blah,
because like there, you see plenty of PvP builds where there might only be one railgun. It's just for cell bank canceling. So obviously, like it would be this one now. This
Yes.
high cap. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much if you're really only using it for that. But yeah, being able to hit things essentially with impunity from 6 kilometers away is excellent.
I mean, that's like I mentioned my Panther Clipper earlier with its 10 pulses. I had to take one of the pulses off that, just add a railgun so I can cancel shield for banks, because I had one Corvette pull me where, ganker,
double banking Corvette,
or anything, double banking Corvette. And we just shot each other with lasers for like a half an hour. And then we both just kind of wandered off and went and did something else because it was just pointless, because I had a shield cell bank. He had a double, and I just could not, both of our shields just kept going back up, and it got boring.
All the fun of watching paint dry. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the other question with pay to win is because that ultimately leads to like a bad taste in your mouth. What would they do that you would be like, okay, that's it? Like this is bullshit.
I'm not going to quit. I'm just not participating. Like I did not buy the Panther Clipper. Now I'm probably a bad example because I wasn't going to buy it anyway. You know what I mean? But like,
I quit. We're like, well, you don't work here.
Yeah, like I wasn't going to buy that ship personally. I wasn't going to buy that ship anyway, but I'm not going to quit playing the game because they're putting things in like this. I don't know.
Okay, I see. All right, that's fair. Yeah, well, you guys are having a hard time crunching
I
this
had to
field,
go
aren't
synth
ya?
ammo. Ammo. I had to go synth ammo. You
Everyone dogs on big ships, but they got a shield that could just keep you safe for weeks.
Weeks.
Oh wait, no. Here's the real play. Is I switch to my fighter, and then you guys can't touch me.
That's what you're going to go with. You're at 16%.
Okay, let's see how long the docking computer lasts while you're flying your fighter.
Yeah. What the? Get away from me. All right. Well, oh, there. See, as soon as I talk shit, then I gotta.
Like I came back with ammo
in my mouth. It's not my fault that the Anaconda is the best ship in the game, and you
Why
guys
will
just
that docking computer not blow up?
Hey,
I'm just
bud.
gonna sit still and let you have fun now.
If you keep pointing your nose to me, I'm gonna have to shoot through a lot of other modules before I get to your docking computer.
I can't get at it from that angle. I gotta.
He's bashing his ship into the.
I think he just blew up. No.
All right, I'm just gonna let this happen.
I can't seem to hit the docking computer. I'm
Neither
afraid his
can I.
hull's gonna die first.
I know, me too.
Not like this.
Why won't it take out his docking computer? I'm hammering.
Do you have a lot
that
of module reinforcements?
Oh, plenty. Good luck.
You're just going to lose the whole ship.
I engineered the docking computer to be sturdy.
I can't. So. What angle do you got to get at to hit that?
If I turn it off.
Engineered the docking. Sorry, I missed that line for a second.
Yeah, I engineered to be sturdy. If I turn it off,
Real
can you
cash
target
for that?
I just turned it off. I bet
trying
you
to tell
can't
if
target
it's
it anymore.
it's like directly in the center of mass of the ship. From no angle can I get closer to it.
Yeah, hey, I mounted it there intentionally.
Huh.
Hey,
We can't hit that thing.
great podcast. Wing me.
Yep.
We're full. We're full, man. Sorry.
Okay.
You're full. All right.
R2 was here, and I just winged him in too.
Well, I'm not going to blow up your whole ship just to get that docking computer.
Jeez.
Or am I?
This is like an audiobook narration of a really lame Death Star run. I've
destroyed his fighter hangar and his cell bank.
Do you remember the great docking computer war of 33010?
I'm going to kill his light support.
I mean, think about this. I've been nailing him with super pen railguns, and like nothing's really all that damaged.
It's at 100%, boys. So
I know.
I broke a bunch of your other modules.
Everyone.
Oh well.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
I
hope that you blow me up, and I have to.
What?
Rebuy. Yeah. Anyway, so that's
all right. Pay to win.
This mining thing. You say no to pay to win. You're against it.
I say no. My foot is firmly down. I just bought the Panther Clipper because I didn't think I would win.
Wait, so years pay to lose, basically.
Pay to come in second.
It's a new dynamic that we haven't really thought about. He paid to lose.
He didn't try to quit at a company you didn't work for.
Yeah. Didn't even work here.
I'll say this: if they if they fix this, if they put this into the tech broker, I expect them to. I expect to have another. No, I expect it to happen so long from now that we've already had another ship with its own pay-to-win CG.
There's a Clipper.
Yeah, I see it. I'm waiting for him to not face me because I'm not interested in putting pips in systems if I don't have to.
God.
I'm on a podcast. I don't feel like managing my pips right now.
And you think I'm lazy for having a docking computer. You can't.
Wow, that's an exact comparison. That checks out.
That checks out. Wow.
Good God. Okay, so this mining ship, is that what we're talking about? Because that's still on the
new mechanic.
The new type of mining, I'm excited to know. I enjoyed the other types of the non-laser types of mining. I even like that subsurface thing. I think that's a fun mini game. The only reason I think people don't like it is because it's not profitable. And I definitely wouldn't be doing mining being really worried about profit. So that wouldn't be an issue for me.
What do you mean it's not profitable?
Subsurface mining.
Oh, subsurface
is not
mining.
profitable.
I misheard you. I thought you said core mining. Yeah, it's kind of an accessory activity.
Core mining is questionable now. I mean, it was obviously hot shit. Like when core mining and that all was added to the game, that was like the update that came out right after I joined the game at all. Like that's when I first started playing.
Yep.
That's when we also got Krite Phantom and the Mamba, right? Were all the same update.
And
it was. I'm pretty sure that was the September update, and that was one where like I think like only PlayStation could play for like the first week because all the other servers were down or something like that.
Actually, I think I started playing the week after that. So I didn't play prior to that patch. So I never knew a game without the Great Phantom. The Krite Phantom.
Right.
But that's
Phantom.
Christ.
Mm-hmm. The Christ Phantom.
Christ Phantom.
Yeah. That's the pronunciation.
Best ship in the game.
Yeah, I'm not like a strong like into mining or anything, but I'd be excited to check it out. I have high hopes because the last time they made a new mining mechanic, it was very fun and cool. Still is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever the sounds come from it. I'm looking forward to that laser being right next to the cockpit there. I'm looking forward to
I don't know if I want to mine enough to pay cash for the ship. Yeah. So probably I'll be waiting.
Yeah. Well, see, I bought a big thing of arcs like back when the Mandalay came out. So I've just been sitting on arcs.
I'm sitting on arcs too. I'm waiting to buy the second ship kit for the Corsair. I love my Corsair, but I said I would buy it when they fixed the power play conflict zones. So still waiting.
Yeah. What tracks the real play for you is you wait for the combat CG to accompany the Type 11 mining CG with the surprise ship they release after the Type 11. Yeah.
Surprise ship, you say?
Yeah. I mean, look at how well the Panther Clipper sold, right?
We really shouldn't sleep on this. What do you guys think the next ship will be?
I would say because as long as this is setting in a pattern, what other classic prior Elite game ship is there that is somehow like close in the heart of the community? I don't really know many others.
Moray Starboat.
You just made that up.
Nope, it's real. It's real, you dummy.
Is it really?
And it would go along with the as yet undescribed new feature, which would be planetary landings on water worlds, because the starboat can fly underwater.
God,
planetary landings on water worlds, stupid.
We already have an amphibious ship.
I'm saying that is the dumbest idea
the Panther
ever.
Clipper.
That's nice.
That's great. We should just end the show on that one.
All right, guys, bye.
No, do you guys want water planet landings? Seriously, do you
want
think
all the planet landings?
I want full atmospheric landings. I'm gonna hang my.
I'm okay with full atmospheric.
Yeah.
Gas giants. What would you get out of gas giants?
You do some kind of gas mining, plus there'd be life in there or something.
Where you can't see shit. I mean, think about when you flew into the maelstroms around the Stargates.
Exactly.
You couldn't see shit, and these gas giants will probably be even denser than that, and you're probably not be able to fly
outside. You just depends how far you go in, right? At a certain altitude, Venus is a balmy 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. You could survive. You could survive on Venus with a gas.
Venus isn't a gas giant. That's an atmospheric planet. There's a difference.
No, that's how gas works. There will be a point in the atmosphere where the pressure is like normal for a human. Sure, gas giants have horrible radiation that'll kill you in minutes, but we don't think about that sort of stuff in a game like this, do we?
No,
I'd like to have all the landings. I'd like to have the lava worlds. I'd like to go down there. I would like all these things to be sincerely dangerous. Like the thing I think is largely missing from this game is danger that isn't getting shot. Like, because there's a bunch of spaces friggin' dangerous as hell. Look at me crashing into rocks.
Yeah.
I think plant gunning should be dangerous. Make that dangerous. Some of those
plants should gun back, shouldn't they?
They should eat you.
Live up to the name. It's only a real sport if the other team can win sometimes.
You walk up to the wrong plant and that sucker shoots you with a bunch of little needles or something.
Yeah.
A Venus flytrap kind of deal.
You buttered your last biscuit there.
You gotta hope
out of it.
You gotta hope the fuel rats get to you in time and pull you out of that plant's mouth.
Fuel rats.
if there isn't like alien Prometheus level black goo to consume you because you took your helmet off on the wrong planet, I'm out.
I really do wish that there was more danger and stuff like that. Like being able to land on a lava world and it's like put your ship in the wrong spot and it starts melting or whatever. Yeah.
Dude, the lava world
atmosphere's too thick. Need to come in very, very slow because the atmosphere's too thick and you'll burn up.
So you launch your SRV and swim through the gas.
I would pay for the lava world DLC.
Just take. Yeah, I don't think we're doing DLCs. Odyssey was a horrible experience for them, and this ships with early access has been a fantastic experience for them.
Dude, I wonder if it's made as much.
They're
money
not going
back. I wonder if it's made as much money as the Odyssey. Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Maybe and the Dangerous is only master level. I'm confused.
Sorry.
Don't let the naming convention of a elite player.
NPC
we're shooting.
Maybe in the Dangerous, he's master level. I'm confused.
Well, it's an aspirational name.
But you asked for the game to be more dangerous, then Fabian the Dangerous showed up. So hey, maybe they're listening.
It is I, Fabian.
Not for long, bud.
My children won't go hungry tonight. I'm going to boil you up.
Good job, I found it first.
Loser.
I don't know why they should just pay me to do the NPC dialogue, man.
No,
can I get you as a Kovas?
I am. It's that company that
Ping
does
the
those.
bagpiper as an HCS voice pack.
Yeah, HCS voice pack.
You need to do it in an Asian accent, I believe. Where that came from.
Looks like you're trying to.
Let's not reveal all our secrets.
I'm trying to get him in trouble right now. I was hoping he'd break into it.
Commander, it looks like you're trying to pick a fight. Could you use some help?
It's like the Kovas is like Clippy.
Yes.
Looks like you're trying to pirate this clipper. Would you like me to start some letterhead?
Looks like you
like me to start an open letter?
3 years. Let me help you.
Looks like you loaded a docking computer. Do you want me to flag some players to shoot you down?
Yeah, want me to message Chig and Track?
Computer. You must be elite. Oh, he just gasses you up. Be like, shield cell banks. Nice. I'm scared to die too. We're really on to something, guys.
This is great. That would be the paid DLC, right?
Yeah,
it's just
I was
being
about
able
to
to put
say,
your
that's
own
the
voice
DLC.
into the thing.
Just your own Kovas.
I guess there's already a program for that, but
Oh, that's great.
there's already a device for that. It's one of those old school tape recorders. You record them. You want a certain voice. You're fast forwarding to a certain spot.
Okay, it's like games on tape, right?
Oh my God, that's real retro.
There's an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Charlie records Danny DeVito's character Frank a cassette for directions on how to get somewhere. So he's hitting play, then he hits rewind. What was that direction? He's hitting rewind to figure it out while he's driving. Just, I don't know. Shit like that cracks me up.
True analog.
Yes, 100%.
All right, guys. Is that it?
I don't know.
That's it, man.
That's it.
So this Sunday, the Drakir rally. I freak out that I'm
this
not
Sunday,
saying it right.
You sign up. It launches 10 a.m. Minnesota time, the only time that matters. But 3 p.m.
Is Minnesota
UTC.
Central or Mountain?
Central.
It's
There's
not important enough for me to know.
Yeah, Mountain time, Minnesota.
It's alliterative.
It's a big country, right?
Minnesota mountains.
For when the wind makes the waves really high on the lake. That's the mountain in Minnesota.
Oh my God. Yes. You cracked the code.
Yep. Cool. Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, thanks or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll,
yeah.
The links are in the show notes to the Drakir rally and good luck hauling, I guess, for the next couple of weeks. I'll be bounty hunting. I've already done my part turning in other people's haul.
JN Tracks killed you.
So we picked up over 9 million in bounties just casually shooting during the show here.
Yeah, that's great. My fuel tank is still about 66% full.
Well, go have fun, everyone.
And I've had to synth ammo twice. God damn it.
Should really get with it, buddy.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Glad to be back.
All right, everyone.
Bye.
Everyone say bye.
Everyone say bye.
Love you. Bye.